Important in times like these to have a distraction. And that's why I want to
Lively and Justin Baldoni Day. Finally, I've been teasing that all week. And let me just say to all of the women out there
personally extend my gratitude to Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively
that are watching. No matter what you do in life, you never, ever, ever go full.
For years, Blake Lively has been Hollywood's golden girl, the actress who could do no wrong. With her stunning looks, charming personality, and fairy tale marriage to Reynolds, she built an image of perfection that the media adored. But behind the smiles and picture-perfect Instagram posts, a storm has been brewing. What started as a promising Hollywood collaboration between Blake and Justin Baldoni has turned into a bitter feud filled with lawsuits, leaked messages, and shocking betrayals. And now the truth is finally coming out. Did Blake...
And I think that as women, you're not often given authorship, yet...
In this film, she decided that she wanted to be a producer. She started to make edits.
Women represent 85% of people making purchases in homes across all categories.
She signed up to be an executive producer, and that's it. As the time progressed...
Lively just fall victim to a Hollywood smear campaign? Or has the real Blake finally been exposed? Let's get into it. At first, this story wasn't supposed to be a scandal at all. Blake and Justin were set to work together on the highly anticipated film adaptation of It Ends With Us. With a best-selling book, a passionate fan base, and 2 A-list stars attached, this should have been an easy Hollywood win. But behind the scenes, something went terribly wrong. According to Hollywood insiders, Blake quickly became obsessed with controlling the project. She allegedly tried to rewrite key scenes, override the director's decisions, and even control how the film was marketed. Justin wasn't having it. As the film's director, co-writer, and lead actor, he wasn't about to let someone else dictate his vision. And that's when the tension between them exploded. At first, it stayed behind closed doors. But then, someone leaked private messages between Blake and Justin. And that's when everything changed. When the private messages between Blake and Justin were leaked to the press, the narrative immediately turned against him. In the edited screenshots, Justin appeared cold and dismissive. The messages made it seem like he was shut.
She wanted to be part of the editing team. There were people hired, like human beings actually hired to do
the film.
I've never seen it before in my 30-plus year career in Hollywood. The editing job, who had done work as editors, she wanted to be part of that team. And an executive producer is below a producer in the film world.
Putting Blake down, ignoring her concerns, and refusing to listen. The media ran with the story. Headlines painted Justin as an egotistical director who refused to take advice. But there was just one problem. The messages were edited. When Justin's team released the full, unedited conversation, the truth was very different. In the actual texts, Justin was polite, professional, and even joking around with Blake. He was listening, responding, and collaborating. So why would Blake's team edit the messages? Were they trying to control the media narrative? And if so, what else were they hiding? But this was just the beginning. Because then, Blake's own lawyer quit. If there's one thing Hollywood lawyers never do, it's walk away from a high-profile case. But that's exactly what happened. Blake's own legal team suddenly resigned, citing irreconcilable differences. That's lawyer speak for, something shady is happening, and we don't want any part of it. And this changed everything. Because if Blake's case was as strong as she claimed, why would her own lawyer abandon her? This raised serious red flags, and even her supporters started asking questions. But things were about to get even worse. After Blake's lawyer walked away, something unexpected happened. Crew members who worked on It Ends With Us started talking. At first, they spoke anonymously. Then, they started going on record. And their stories, they weren't pretty. Some crew members claimed Blake was difficult and demanding, turning minor disagreements into massive fights. Others said she was exaggerating conflicts and creating problems that didn't exist. But the most damaging detail, some of the same people who praised Blake just 2 years ago were now painting a completely different picture. So the question became, what changed? Was Blake really being exposed for who she was? Or was this a calculated takedown? But there was still one person who hadn't said a word, and his silence was deafening. Ryan Reynolds is known for many things. His quick wit, his sarcastic tweets, his ability to turn every PR disaster into a joke. But when it came to Blake's growing controversy, he said nothing. No jokes, no statements, not even a vague, "My wife is amazing" tweet.
An executive producer signed up to be an executive producer, and that's it. As the
And Hollywood noticed. Why wasn't Ryan defending Blake? If he believed she was being unfairly attacked, wouldn't he say something? Or was this his way of silently distancing himself from the drama? Either way, his silence only fueled more speculation. And now, Hollywood was asking, is there trouble in their perfect marriage? The bigger picture, a reputation at risk. This scandal isn't just about a Hollywood feud anymore. It's about a carefully curated image slowly falling apart. For years, Blake Lively was untouchable. She was America's sweetheart, the fashion icon, the wife everyone admired. But now, her reputation is on the line. And with each new leak, lawsuit, and betrayal, that reputation is getting harder to protect. Even her closest allies are staying quiet. Even her biggest offenders are starting to question things. And the worst part, this legal battle isn't over yet. So where does this leave Blake? Right now, things look bad. If she loses public support, she could be blacklisted from future major projects. If more brands pull their sponsorships, it could impact her business ventures. And if Justin decides to take legal action, she could be in for a costly battle. As it stands, her Hollywood future is uncertain. Can she recover from this? Or is this the beginning of the end? For years, Blake Lively controlled her Hollywood image perfectly. But now, that image is cracking. Is she a victim of a Hollywood smear campaign? Or is this the real Blake Lively finally being exposed? Now it's your turn to decide. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more breaking updates. Because in Hollywood, no one stays on top forever. Fire, stay tuned. This story is far from over. Fire.